welcome to a new Division 2 video today by myself, Vulcan, and Attack Power.
Hello everyone, Attack Power here, and super excited for another match.
In this video, we have for you Game 2 of a best of 3 between Yamin and Farid in the semi-finals of the Division 1 Season 10 playoffs of the Division 2 League. Today they are playing on Lenina, and on our left in the red team, playing on the allied side, we have Farid Rommel using the 44th Guards Rifles with the Vanguard deployment type. And on our right in the blue, playing with the Axis, we have Yamin using the Falchion Panzer Herman Goring and the balanced deployment type. What do you have to say about this matchup and this map, Attack Power?
This is one of the worst maps in the game. Ask anyone who plays 1v1. We all know it. We can laugh about it all we want. This is just a horrifyingly designed map. If they just flipped the whole map, it would be good. Like if the 50 line went the other direction like it does in the 2v2 version, this map would be solid. Like it would probably be quite fun to play on. But in its current form, it's trash and it's never going to get fixed, and it makes me so freaking sad. Okay, besides that point, we're gonna see some cheese, I have no doubt. Both these divisions are solid. 44th, not as wonderful as it used to be back when off maps were stupidly underpriced, but still a solid division that can get the job done. Maybe not my first choice for this map, but I know why he picked it. He wants all the off map. That's why he picked this. And Falchion Panzer Herman Goring, very solid division for many, many maps. Wouldn't be my first choice for this map specifically, but I know why he picked this one, because he wants the big boom booms of his off map, you know, his big boom boom off map. So basically both these players just pick divisions that make big booms.
All right, well, we're already off, so let's have a quick look at what we got going down. We've got on the side of Farid, we've got some Sapelli rushing into the town, backed up by Avto Komroti snipers. We've got some Tankos moving in there with the guards. There's also an SU-76. We've got some PTRSs moving up on the road down. And then the SU-26, plenty of these U2 LNBs with their bombs coming out the start as well. Yamin's going to see it all with his MP410. But over on the side of Yamin, we do see some units moving to the top. We've got 233, an MG42, and a Panzergren moving up there. We've got Panzer IV Guerrilla moving into the town with the Herman Goring Pioneer and the Sturm Pioneer. A bunch of 233s and the 231s, and more Herman Goring Pioneers with those MP44s, Gleitgrens. We've got some Flampanzers moving in on the backside. Cool to see them in play.
Yeah, one thing you did miss for 44th is the off map that's already moving in, the 152 that is now currently dropping and getting ready. Transport already going down. We see the meeting of the transports. Most of the Sapri dying here. One SPW already down, I think, to the PTRS. I'm not sure if it died or not, but yeah, all the Sapri dead. That was kind of wasted a little bunch of points. They're not expensive though, so no big deal there. And yeah, we'll see. Down goes an SPW 233 to the DPs.
Yeah, such a confined engagement here at the start. This is why people don't really like this map, because it's so funneled into the center, and this off map is looking to land a very juicy strike. These PTRSs did do a good job actually of cleaning up the 233s. 231's still alive. The Flampanzer's now putting on pressure. We're going to have to see how much damage this off map does as it starts to come down.
Yeah, it's a good off map. It's going to hurt a lot. And Herman Goring is an expensive division. All your units are on the relatively high side of price. So it's going to be rough, and we can already see infantry dying. Here comes the M2A1 to surrender. Oh, and now he's just walking the off map back. Oh
no. That is basically all of the Herman Goring Pioneers taken out. Like just like that.
Yep.
And they are your best infantry squads. Oh, another Sturm Pioneer full strength squad going down. The 231's trying to move in to kill the M2A1 in time so that it can't surrender the Panzergren on the backside as well. We'll manage to stop it, but we got another off map now focusing the Panzer IV and the 231. That was a beautiful off map strike and did so much damage.
Yeah, beautiful's the right word, that's for sure. Ugh, I just want to throw up in my mouth. Up north, Farid does get into the forest up here as well. He doesn't have any way to stop this 233 at the moment, but the U2 is going to kill off that MG42 most likely. Yeah, nice kill there, and the half track goes down to the Sapri PPS-8, so nice kills there. I mean, obviously the important part here is this center flag, but it looks like, yeah, Farid's going to grab these two flags up north now too. He'll have a 1410, and he'll be well on his way because the SU-76 just killed 2 light armor pieces in the town as well. Off map coming down again may kill this SPW-231 and potentially the Panzer IV as well.
Yep, 231's going to get smacked about there. Panzer 4, I don't think will die to the off-map, but we'll certainly have to fall back away from it, giving more ground to Farid. These guards DP might get held off by the Panzergren due to the suppression on both of those units. But this is really looking nasty for Yamin right now, especially with his losses on that top side that you were talking about just a second ago.
Yeah, the 233 moving in to try to stem the bleeding. Some reinforcements coming as well. Farid has no way to reinforce this. And again, this is the issue with the map. There's no way to really attack effectively on the flanks. So you're just forced to send everything into the center. Your opening push is everything. If you end up not getting through, you just end up bogged down fighting in the town. Though Farid, if he continues to push in the center, which it looks like he plans to, he is in a very good spot. Because once you're out of the town, I don't really think you can get back in with the river there.
Yeah, these bridges really make it incredibly difficult to get back into the town. And Farid doing exactly what he needs to, though, as the Vanguard player in this matchup. He found his 59 early on. It's currently just been taken away by Yamin Sturm Pioneer on the top side. But we're going to have to keep an eye on the center engagement, as the off-map, I think, is soon coming down on the two Panzergrens on the bottom side, which might give Farid another place to push into and surrender more units.
And he certainly will. He wants to grab, you know, that little flag next to the bridge there, and if he pushes hard enough, the 15-9 is right there in the center, right? He already has one of the flags, and there's two more basically on his side of the river that he can grab. And then the thing is, too, you can then swing down south and capture the flag down south very easily, because reinforcing that from blue side is basically impossible, except for some infantry walking over the river. Jagdpanzer 4, though, is going to be a problem. There's not a ton that kills that easily. T-34-76 just got a gun jam, so it's basically useless. That unit is going to be kind of a brick wall for a while.
Yeah, the Jagdpanzer are definitely difficult to deal with, especially since all of the off-map strikes have now been used from a 152mm off-map. So, yeah, that's definitely going to be difficult to kill, but there's a Putty actually getting into a good spot unless they're getting transport sniped. Doesn't kill the whole squad, though, with the Jagdpanzer. Second squad also going to get hit there in the M2.
Yeah,
now they need to run into cover ASAP.
Yeah, surprised Farid let that happen. He could have just unloaded and been in the same place with full strength squads. But this is the Fox clan play style. Super aggressive, just throw stuff at it until... I mean, they're very good players, but that's often what they do. They just throw things at stuff, and it works. I wish it worked for me, but it certainly does not.
On the top side here, Farid's looking to take that flag back as well. So just going to continually pressure this 15-9. The ME-410 actually able to fly around completely unimpeded right now because there's no AA on the side of Farid. So I guess he doesn't have to be too scared of aircraft, because normally Falchion Panzer doesn't really bring in many aircraft early on.
Yeah, the Ju-87 cluster and AT planes are the two, like, things to care about out of Falchion Panzer. But, I mean... yeah, it would suck to lose some T-34s to that, but it's not. Truthfully, if he's bringing in planes to do that right now, he'd be happy, because Yamin's so far behind on the map. He'd be fine if he brought planes in.
Jagdpanzer are currently struggling with gun depression.
Yep.
As it tries to take on the Su-76. It's going to force him to come down the hill there in order to start firing.
I have a new term for this. We're going to call it hill pression. It is hill pression.
Oh, we can just call it gun depression.
No, because people make comments every time in the comments about depression. I'm like, oh, the tank has depression issues, and they're like, oh, attack power. So it is now called hill pression.
Okay. Sure. You could call it that.
I'm making it a thing.
Okay.
It will be a thing.
All right. Well, 38 taking a free T-34 on the top side of the town. That's not bad. Farid, though, actually doing really well to continually develop this push, although he is poor T-34-85 got turret stuck by the Pak 38 APCR, I think. So that's not going to be very effective anymore, as it can't seem to get its aim on target. More snipers actually coming in to assist on the top side. We've got a T-34-85 heading down to the mid. With this APCR, actually that could quite easily deal with the Jagdpanzer at closer ranges.
Yeah, that's
also this Tanko, look at that. it's just zooming down to the bottom side. Farid's found a nice hole here in the defense.
Yeah, like I said, that's what eventually you can do. You can just start swinging, because the only way into this southern, like, island, essentially, is through the middle. So since Farid owns the middle, he just brings it in. There you go. And it's currently 17-7. I mean, the pressure's on, and he still has 2 minutes left of Vanguard income, and since it's balanced, he still has plenty of advantage going into B phase.
Yeah, he'll be able to sort of maintain the fact that he's got almost similar income moving into phase B, so he won't be terribly under pressure until phase C. Since he's in such a good position right now, that's only going to really stay the same for a while now, unless he makes some big mistakes and the Jagdpanzer maybe gets tons of value. But Aguila there now going down on the hill to the T-34-85, and that doesn't really help things much at all.
No. And we do see, though, I mean, Yamin's getting back into position up north, so that does matter. That's a flag back in his favor, and if he pushes hard enough, he might even grab that flag across the river, although the S-276 looks like it should be able to stop that, at least for the time being. The Tanko's going to be a brick wall. That M2A1 will catch out that Begleitgren. That's really bad. So that may never get into position if Farid keeps pushing forward with it. So, yeah, we'll see. More Agnem and Shiki coming into the town, some 50mm mortars and such. Flampanzer, good answer, other than the Gavardi DP might take it out before it can make a big difference.
Yeah, these PTRDs can actually be pretty nasty, and it finds a transmission damage there, which is really annoying for the Flampanzer.
Down it goes.
Although we did see a transport go down.
Yeah, he needs those.
Well.
He needs those to get his to get himself back in here. Another Jagdpanzer 4, though. These are fantastic. I think they're one of the... I mean, me personally, I think Jagdpanzer 4s are one of the best units in the game, just for price and how deadly and hard they are to kill.
Yeah, they deal nicely with T-34-76s and T-34-85s. Like, even a T-34-1944 is going to struggle to penetrate them at range. Whilst the Jagdpanzer has, like, a decent enough amount of penetration to get through those T-34s.
Yeah, it's got the same penetration as the AP on a PaK-40, so it's a solid gun. It's a very solid gun. It's the same gun, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. We got the Buglites looking for the flag on the bottom side. Tankos are going to be moving to intercept that little push, but they don't want to get caught out in the open. You see Yamin has purposefully given an order to take a wide berth from this tree line to secure that flag, and he will be able to engage the Tankos from range, and they're going to take a lot of damage very quickly.
Yeah, I'm surprised Farid didn't respond with the M2A1, which could have very easily beaten this Buglite. I don't know, who do you think wins that in the forest? The Tankos, right? In the forest?
Yeah, if it were 100-meter range, I think the Tankos would have the leg up there, 100%.
Yeah, Buglites are a beefier squad, though. It's 12 to 8 men, so, never know.
In the long run, they might win, but it depends how many Molotovs the Tankos got left.
Yeah, that's...
The M2A1 is coming around now, so that might be able to just sit on the flag, because the Buglite won't really be able to do anything about it. But meanwhile, we're back to 14-10, and we're 11 minutes in. Yamin does just have to slow the game down, honestly, and he has managed to give himself 17 minutes currently, but it is a very weak defense across the front line for him at the moment.
Yeah, and I think, too, the reason the pressure has been relieved a little bit is Farid's taken a lot of time to call in a bunch of armor pieces, which have taken time to get to the front. We see some T-30-45s, some Su-152s now in as well. So I think, and also that flag up north is the only reason it's 14-10, and now it's 15-9 again. So Yamin's still under a lot of pressure.
Yeah, he definitely is. He definitely is. After Komnoti going to get caught out by the MD-42 on the bottom side. Tanko's now taking that engagement with the Buglites. Yamin going to be falling back immediately from that, even though the Molotov has now been thrown. He could probably take that engagement, since the disparity of men is so different. Might just see the Buglites here finish them off.
Yep, down it goes. Still surprised Farid didn't be more aggressive with his M2A1. He definitely could have gotten that involved. Su-152 takes out the PaK-38 up on the hill, so that was a nice kill.
Yeah, there was a nice... nade kill as well on the very top side. The Tanko Desaniki killed off a Gepard.
Wow.
That drove next to it. So a nice kill there for that. Oh, U2 on the bottom side coming in for the bombing strike onto the MG42. Great value from these little biplanes in this game.
They're wonderful. They're 20 points, and I think you get 6 of them on a card, or at least 4. So for 20 stinking points, it's absurd how good these can be.
Yeah, the main problem being is it only takes one little fighter to come out and kind of sneeze on them and they fall out the sky.
Yeah, a stiff wind will knock them out. Now we see the legendary Sturm Tiger here on the hill. Let's see if Yamin can make use of this monstrosity.
I was wondering if we were going to see these. The Sturm Tiger is just such a beast of a unit, but it's going to struggle to find like decent targets here. As long as like Avto's now being in the town, they're going to be very difficult to dislodge because they're not going to reveal themselves until like 100-meter range, and then like the Sturm Tiger is going to be almost too late because the infantry squad that engages the Avto is already going to be dead.
I understand your argument, but the Sturm Tiger doesn't need targets. He just needs to shoot in the general vicinity of the town, and I'm sure something will die. At least
yeah,
I think
he's actually going to do that now.
Yep, that's what I mean. He's just going to pick random spots and start blasting this rocket in there. And yeah, things will die eventually. That was fun. That's a big boom.
Good amount of pin. Good amount of pin. Not so much in damage, honestly.
Yeah.
It does take away the buildings from the SG-42s, but they're actually going to be better protected now.
Yeah, it does slowly break down the cover. It just makes it awkward to ever drive into the town ever again. Still on a 15-9 with that northern flag refalling down to Farid. That T-34AV5, it can get into a good position to cover the road reinforcement off. It's going to be probably next to impossible to get back into that northern, let's call it an island, because that's really what it is.
Lovely kill here by Yamin. Uses the Jagdpanzer IV on the ridge to kill the T-34. Towards the back of the town, so he's managed to deal with that SU-152. Gonna find the shooter knock onto the Jagdpanzer in the meantime. Begleit's actually making a move forwards after the Sturm Tiger landed another shot in the same position and helped kill off those Avtos. So he's gonna need to get some more infantry in here in the center pretty quick, I think. It's taken him a while. He's put a lot of infantry on this bottom side to secure this flag. And he's even sending another Sturm Pioneer now, not just the Panzergrens that are on their way. Although it looks like he's changed his mind there with that Panzergren at least.
Yeah, he did change that. He even put up a Panzer IV down there. He had an SDKF Z71 for a moment. He's moving that back up north. I think he's feeling a little bit of weakness. Farid's still on the 15-9, though. He's got a huge advantage in 5 more minutes of B phase. It's not like we're right next to C phase yet.
Yeah, and there's only 5 minutes, 20 seconds left till the end of the game. So
yeah,
Yamin really needs to bring this back to at least the 14-10 for the time being, and then get some infantry into this town, use the Sturm Tiger to support, and start making waves here, because otherwise he's just going to be left with a loss.
U2 up north takes out the PaK-38 that was extremely key to killing this T-3045. That was another massive kill out of these little recon planes. Front collapses the SPW-233, trying to stay hidden away from that T-3045. There's a PaK-40 coming in, so that can definitely take care of that T-3045. Jagdpanzer IV has a transmission damage. I'm not sure what did it. Maybe the ZIS-3 actually most likely did it.
Yeah, all the SU-152 causing those crits.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Another off-map now on the way, though. We see another 152 coming in, and Yamin, honestly, is going to have a real hard time staying in this town. Like, even pushing in with fresh units now is going to be incredibly difficult. Technically, all that Farid needs to do from here on is just put a barrage on that bridge, and there's no reinforcements coming to help anytime soon.
Yeah, you can even do like an not an emergency one, the slow one, whatever it's called.
Yeah, the barrage. Yeah.
Barrage, yeah. Yeah, it could just sit there forever. Sturm Tiger firing again. It's not doing as much damage as I expected it to, I'll be honest. I really thought this would be like things getting deleted, but it's a little disappointing.
Oh, SU-152 finds the HG kill onto the Jagdpanzer on the top side. Very nice. Here comes the fire for effect from the off map, which is going to catch that leader out. Might take out these half tracks as well. Does end up pinning his own Sapperly, unfortunately. But yeah, that actually was a pretty terrible off map strike.
Yeah. Good rule of thumb, whenever there's an off-map, your leader will always die. It's a fact. Oh, the 152 almost dies to the Sturm Tiger. I think that's the new one, too.
Yeah.
That was close.
Yeah, a little bit closer, that would have been dead. 100%. Here comes the Sturm Pioneers to push in. This off-map actually on the top side of the town now is going to catch out those new Sturm Pioneers coming in. Across that bridge at least. The Panzer IV might also die because I think it's a little bit damaged. has taken a sight damage, so obviously got hit by something. Sturmpires will be able to finish off the Sapade. So we might see the flag in the mid go back in the favor of Yamin, but it's not going to be enough. Like, he's got to get deep in this mid town, take the second flag that's further back, and secure one of his flanks, which he just hasn't really been able to do. He's trying to get his Panzergrenz with the Panzerfaust down here to get in range of the M2A1, so he might be able to kill that, but he's got to be paying attention in order to make that work, and he does smoke it off, so it looks like he will be able to get the Panzerfaust to kill the M2A1. That will secure the bottom side flag. Then he's got to take back the top side flag and the town, and then he can somewhat think about staying in this game. But for now, we're still on the time at 2 minutes 50 seconds left until a loss for Yamin.
Yeah, he did. So the south is done. He's got that secure, and with the town not so safe for Farid, he can no longer get troops down there safely. But a huge line of Gavardia DP coming in for Farid. So it looks like he's going back in for another rumble in the town. Up north, the Pack 40 does find the T-3485. Farid has not noticed yet, and he's staying up, and down it goes. So that's a big loss. That could open up the north for him. The Sturmtiger is rolling. Oh, no, I'm sorry. A second Sturmtiger is rolling in up north.
That's interesting placement and investment at this point in the game, especially with not much time left on the clock. You kind of want to be investing in something that can dive a bit deeper. Like, units in these half tracks are great because they can get right up to the front line and actually help you secure flags very quickly. But a Sturmtiger, that's 160 points. He's not really going to be able to find that much value out of it that quickly. Although a nice Gavardia DP kill there on the bottom side of the town as the Sturmtiger strikes again.
Jagdpanzer 4 going down to the T-3485. At close range, the T-3485 can deal with the Jagdpanzer 4s just fine. We talked about at long range they can really struggle, but that was a nice kill. He needed that to open this up because now all that's left are little half tracks, and he can definitely kill those.
Yep. So once again, Yamin's infantry in trouble, and he doesn't really have reinforcements coming quickly enough. And these Sturm Pioneers aren't really going to be able to hold the line against the abundance of Gavardia DP that are coming in here now to take this flag back. It's going to be kind of difficult. The Sturmtiger hitting again, but not doing too much damage with that one.
Yeah, Pack 38 going after the T-3485. At range, that's going to really struggle unless it finds a side shot, which it has not yet. The half tracks are going down to the Gavardia DPs pretty quick. Zis 3 up north, caught out by the MG42s. It will get wiped out really quickly. That won't take long. We're back to a 15-9, and that's what Farid really needed to keep the pressure on Yamin. This is actually one of the first times I've seen Yamin really not be able to stay ahead when he's using, because he uses V for victory and stuff really often, and it's awesome how he is able to manage space. But this game, Farid really put him to the screws and is doing quite well.
Yeah, Farid finding another kill with the U2 on the bottom side. Oh, good Sturmtiger strike though, takes out a unit of guards before they unload. Manages to pin down another squad, but it's not going to be enough, I don't think, for these Sturm Pioneers to break through as the PTRDs start unloading on their half tracks.
SU-152.
Good kill there, yeah, from the Grilla. Takes out the SU-152, very nice.
Yes, which cheesy HE tank will kill the other first? Sturmtiger
you're gonna love the Grilla.
I do love the Grilla, and I hate the SU-152 just due to its availability. I don't know, it feels like disgusting. I think I've played too many games against 44th where they just call in like 15 at once, and it's like the worst experience of your whole life.
The half track's reversing into the town right now. Not that it really matters, but it won't be able to keep its MG on target as it reverses towards the T-3485. Obviously got caught the wrong way around and now gets shot by the T-3485. Actually kills the Sturm Pioneer completely. There's 10 seconds left on the clock. This is looking like curtains for Yamin.
Yeah, I'd like to note Yamin called in 2 600mm off-map planes, both of which were not able to call in a strike.
Poor Carl Gorat. We're not going to get to see that today. It would have been absolutely awesome in the town. But after 22 minutes and 21 seconds, Farid is going to be winning the day. And quite convincingly, to be honest. That was a very nice showing from him against an extremely good player.
Absolutely. Yay, game 3. Woo!
Woo!
I love seeing game 3. So I was rooting for Farid just so we could see game 3. 1,835 kills here for Farid and 1,925 for Yamin. Yamin actually out trading Farid a little bit. But the Fox clan great at trading troops for space. They make big gains early and then hold on by just throwing troops into the meat grinder. We can see that 152 millimeter off map doing tons of damage. Actually, it almost paid itself off. I think it's just a little short of paying itself off completely, which you don't see often out of a off map. Usually they just kind of suppress stuff, but T-34-85 doing a nice chunk of damage as well. On the other side, SPW-233 doing what those do and killing lots of stuff. Jagdpanzer IV we saw doing awesome work. That's about it though.
Go ahead. The 233 on the top side, it ran out of ammo, I think.
Yeah.
Killing all of those tankos, guards, everything up there is incredible. Yeah, but yeah, the off map I think got credited for the surrenders, so that's why I did so well there.
All right. Yeah, the Sturm Tiger didn't really kill much. A little disappointing, honestly.
Yeah, but it does chip those squads, right? It makes it easier for his squads to get back in. Like over time, those Sturm Tigers would have been a nice investment, but time is something that Yamin did not have in that game at all. So that was unfortunate. I am surprised about the KD, to be honest. I thought it was going to be in favor of Farid at least, but it looks like Yamin was making space there to make a comeback, but not enough time. Really nice play by Farid with the Vanguard deployment time.
Yeah, it was an exciting one, and I'm very pumped for game 3. This could go any way.
All right, well, that's it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.